Subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to never miss a video from us.
Hello everyone. Today we have with us Mr. Rahul Parwal. Rahul Parwal is the recipient of the prestigious Jerry Weinberg Testing Excellence Award. He is an active member of various communities. He is an avid reader, blogger, and conference speaker who likes to share his thoughts on various social media platforms. He has also been inducted into Lambda Test Spartans and as a browser stack champion for his work in the field of software testing. We seek your guidance, sir, and we really thank you from the bottom of the heart to be here with us. Thank you for being here, sir.
It's my pleasure to talk to your team. Thank you and thanks for introducing me and inviting me to your platform.
It's our pleasure, sir. It's our pleasure. Thank you so much. So let me start with our first question. You have experience working as a designer, mentor, technical writer, as well as an advisor. How would you describe your journey and what challenges did you face?
So I'll first start with the journey and then talk about the challenges. So the journey has been fantastic. It's memorable for me. And as you see, I have taken part in different roles from time to time, from being a mentor, tester, being a developer, writer, and then a peer advisor also as a part-time thing. So all of these were some unconventional paths. I wanted to take them, so I took them and learned something from them. Now whenever you take new roles, you are always in a confusion that should I continue to work in this thing, or should I switch, should I change the thing, or should I listen to myself. And I use the principle of least regret, which is do whatever gives you the least regret, and I to chose the things that I wanted to do. And all these things have given me additional dimension skills, and pretty happy to be now able to contribute to the software testing community level also. So that's awesome. Now the challenges part. So the challenges, as you could see, I mean, whenever you switch to different things, I mean, sometimes finding a balance is hard. Sometimes you get into too much of pressure, and sometimes context switching takes too much of your energy. But then that also teaches you about time management and efficiency and a lot of things. And another key challenge that I had very much in the initial part of my career was not able to say no. So a lot of times, I mean, I was like very reluctant to say no. I used to fear that if I say no, maybe people would think that I'm not open to opportunities or not open for collaboration. So I just used to say yes. But I think these are things that you learn with time, and I also have learned them.
That's amazing, sir. Your journey is really an inspiration for sure. Sir, what do you think are the 5 most important technical skills to become a successful software engineer?
Interesting. So, I mean, among so many possible skills, now I have to think of 5 technical skills. So, the first one in today's world, I mean, be you are a developer or a tester, I feel it's the ability to listen to the code. And by listening to the code, I mean the ability to understand what is written and make a sense of it. It doesn't mean that you have to become a master of coding, but the ability of basic understanding of how programming constructs are, I think that's very helpful. So that's one. Second is software is a lot about continuously iterating and updating and refixing and pivoting. So I think the version management, because you are going to be incrementally working on stuff as well as collaborating. So having the skills of version management and version management strategies, that is the second skill that you would need. Third skill that I feel a lot of people should have is technical documentation skills. So no matter how good you create something or use something, I mean, if you cannot explain it to somebody else, then maybe people won't be able to adapt to it or use it. And documentation skills play a very key role there. It also gives you a dimension of organizing your work. So that's another added benefit of this. Next, the fourth thing that I see, for especially for software engineers in general is the ability to use command lines. So I mean, as a user, I see that there are like a lot of graphical applications, graphical mode to interact with the systems, and new softwares are coming. But as an engineer, I think sometimes you can really speed up if you know the command line hacks and hooks and all those things, and if you can really script minor utilities through command line, that's a very added niche advantage. And last is the ability to debug, troubleshoot, and Google. I think, I mean, Google is another, or rather, Googling is another skill that a lot of people don't have, or they don't use it to a good amount of level. But this skill can open you to more possibilities of learning, and I mean, getting the data quicker and fixing and all. So yeah, these are 5 skills that I see.
Makes sense, sir. What, according to you, do you feel that are the mistakes made by the new entrants who enter this field?
Okay, so couple of mistakes that I see, especially in the new folks who enter the industry. First is people are looking at the start of their career at some niche things, that they really want to do something niche and only this. Now this creates a problem, because at first is that you just know the things at a surface level. Maybe most of the freshers have just heard about it or have some basic terminological understanding about it. And I feel that at the start of your career, you should be open to varied experiences, different kind of things, and try to learn all those possibilities, and not look for your comfort area, that I have done a training on college in this X technology and I'll only going to work in this. I think such kind of rigidity should be avoided, and comfort zone should not be there in the fresh entrants. I think that's a big mistake.
What does a day in the life of a software engineer look like?
Okay, so I think every software engineer would have a different day and lifestyles in a day, but to give somebody outer a perspective of what we do in a day, so typically 3 to 4 things. First is we start our day with a planning of what we want to do. Now, planning could be looking into our calendar for the meetings, and planning for the tasks that we have to do, anything urgent. Then second is the work items. I mean, so essentially these are called the deep focus work areas, where somebody is going to do coding or testing or whatever they are into. Then we also dedicate a specific amount of time with our meetings. So essentially we all work in team, we collaborate, communicate. So meetings are a tool for communication and collaboration. So we have meetings with teams, colleagues, and one-to-one meetings and so on. And then regular and periodic breaks, timely. So that's about it. Yeah.
So, sir, what advice would you give to freshers who wish to make a career in this field?
So for anybody who wish to make a career in software testing, my advice would be to practice software testing. So there would be a lot of theoretical material on software testing that you will find on the internet, but if you are really serious about this craft, maybe theory might feel a little boring to you. Whereas the practical software testing is really exciting and rewarding. I mean, an example could be you download any app, suppose your friend has created or somebody has told you about that. Try to log into that, try to see what could have been better, what is not good, what is not working, make a report of that, send it to the team. Now, this is a very small example of how you practice software testing. And at the same time, you have also built a portfolio of an experience report of you testing a product. So this is how you develop interest, and then you can always connect with professional testers and see that how can I make this better, how can I upgrade my testing skills. So implement whatever you learn, practice is the key, and I think that's also the shortcut to success. I mean, if you practice, that's really a very shortcut way, rather than going through a lot of theory.
Makes sense, sir. So what is the one quotation you live by in your life?
Okay, so I heard this quotation when I was in school days, and this has stuck around with me till today. That is, tough times never last, tough people do. I heard it in some documentary about Sachin Tendulkar, that I mean, despite so many hard times coming, I mean, and even to the best of the people, I mean, if you really stick around, you can survive them. And I mean, and that's, I think, the test for any professional, that how well you can tackle and handle the adversity. Because I mean, you cannot ensure that every day is going to be very awesome. There are going to be setbacks, there are going to be pressure, but I mean, if you are tough, you will manage that. So yeah.
Wow, that's an amazing thought, sir. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much to share your knowledge about this field, and I'm sure even our viewers will know the value of this interview you just had with us. Thank you so much, sir.
Thank you.
Subscribe to our channel and hit the bell icon to never miss a video from us.